Hello everybody, Cable Sports Guy back here again today, and I know it's been a while since I've posted to the sports channel, but it is time for the NASCAR playoffs. It's been a few weeks, obviously, since I've done a NASCAR recap. Like I said, I kind of just took a little break in July to August to kind of just reset, especially with NASCAR playoffs coming up and the NFL season coming up. There's a lot of stuff coming up, but nonetheless, that is not an excuse for me missing all the race updates and everything. I do want to say congratulations to Chris Buescher, Michael McDowell, and William Byron, and then again Chris Buescher, who have won these last 5 races that I've missed. But nonetheless, it is playoff prediction time. Now, tomorrow is going to be my video over the actual playoff predictions, what I anticipate to happen in this season. Today, I'm going to be reacting to my playoff predictions I made at the beginning of this season and see what I got right and what I got wrong. So let's just react to this together and see how I did in predicting this NASCAR season. So let's just hop right in. Let's see where I was right, and I'm going to pause overall and see what I got right and wrong.
Hello everyone, Cable Sports Guy here again today, and we're here to talk about the NASCAR Cup Series. In this video, we'll be predicting the 16 drivers who I think will be competing in the 2023 NASCAR playoffs.
Who'd I predict?
So, let's not waste anybody's time, and let's jump right into it. We will start off with the drivers I feel are safe locks to make the playoffs. Those drivers being as follows: Joey Logano, Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, and Ryan.
Oh, no. Okay, so 4 of these guys were great. Logano won at Atlanta this year, was not as fast as his season last year where he won his championship, but still won Atlanta. Larson won 2 races at Richmond and Martinsville and the All-Star race in North Wilkesboro, had a ton of speed. Hendrick was extremely fast at the beginning of the season. Denny Hamlin finished second in regular season standings and won only 1 race this year, if I'm not mistaken, at Pocono. Did he win another race? I don't think he did. I don't have the standings in front of me, but I'm pretty sure he only won Pocono this year. And then Ryan Blaney only won the Coke 600 and kind of fell off a cliff after that race. But the big guy that I missed is Chase Elliott. And to be fair, I made this before he was ever hurt, before anything ever happened like that. But, that is not a good start, guys. That is not a good start. So I already got 1 wrong. And I already have a feeling I got a few others wrong because of certain predictions I made. But let's continue.
Blaney. These 5 drivers, in my opinion, should be competitive every single week and should pick up wins. Logano, he is the defending series champion and shows a ton of speed in that number 22 Ford Mustang. Chase Elliott was the most winningest driver last season really and, in my opinion, the most consistent. Kyle Larson, he's an amazing equipment there at Hendrick and shows speed and shows just so much talent every single time he hops behind the wheel of that number 5 machine. Denny Hamlin has a chip on his shoulder. He knows his time is coming up and he wants to go win a championship. And again, he shows tons of talent and tons of speed every single week in the number 11. And then finally, Ryan Blaney. One of the most consistent drivers last year that simply just did not find victory lane. Snuck into the playoffs, though, and I feel like he's going to get a win in a points-paying race, obviously getting the win last year over the All-Star race. Those 5 drivers right there are drivers I would say are safe locks to be in the playoffs.
So I'm 1 for
now, we go on to the drivers I consider contenders. These drivers have speed, should win a race, but I need to see more before I consider them locks. These drivers are Christopher Bell, Ross Chastain, Alex Bowman, William Byron, Tyler Reddick, Kyle Busch, and Martin Truex Jr.
Okay. Now, one sec. We're gonna go back for just a second on that.
Bowman, William Byron, Tyler Reddick, Kyle Busch, and Martin Truex Jr.
Okay. So Bell won Bristol Dirt this year. So that was a good call on my part. Like I expected. Like I said, these guys are solid guys that may win 1 race, and I was right on that for Bell. Chastain also only won one race this year, and he was extremely inconsistent this season, only winning at Nashville this year. So kind of a down year for Ross Chastain when it comes to performance compared to at least last year. Bowman, I just realized Bowman didn't make the playoffs. I was wrong on that. I don't know why I said boom and got all excited. No, Bowman missed the playoffs. That's right. Bowman. He missed, I think, 3 races with his back injury, and then he just never got back going after that. So that is disappointing to say the least, to see that Bowman did not make the playoffs. And I got really excited for a second. I keep forgetting that he's out. So, yeah, Bowman did not make the playoffs this year. He did not win a race. There was speed in that 48 car, and he either ran into bad luck or there was just weeks where that 48 car was not fast. That was disappointing. Byron, though, I have him correct, but in the wrong category. He should have been a lock for me because he won 5 races, finished 3rd in the regular season standings, had a great season, had his breakout season, and is a favorite going into the playoffs. So I was correct on him making the playoffs, wrong on how he would do it. Reddick, I was completely right on. First year in the 45 car, didn't expect so much out of him, but he did get a win at COTA. Kyle Busch was wrong on. I was right on him make the playoffs, but I was wrong in the category. He won 3 races this year. He was very fast in that number 8 car, but they did kind of dwindle off a little bit towards the end of the season. Not a lot of speed from that 8 car ever since Nashville. And then Truex, he won 3 races, and he won the regular season championship. So yet again, right on playoffs, wrong on how he did it. But I'll take what I can get. So
now for Christopher Bell and Ross Chastain, they both made the Final Four last year. However, that was both of their first years in the Final Four. Before I say my Final Four drivers, I want to get onto some honorable mentions of drivers I think are solid, but this year I do not think will be in the playoffs. The first driver that comes to my mind is Daniel Suarez.
Okay, that was a good call.
I think he is an incredible talent and has an incredible story. But with the amount of parity and competitive drivers this year, I feel like Suarez will struggle to get wins and stay consistent.
Downfall.
Against drivers I just feel like
Suarez
might be either more talented or just might be in better equipment. I think while Daniel Suarez is in great equipment and trackhouse racing, I feel like it could easily cost him in the long run. And honestly, I need to see a little bit more consistency when it comes to finishing up front and finishing off races for the number 99 machine.
Not able to get a win because of
Next up on that list is Eric Jones. Jones shows incredible speed and incredible pace. And honestly, I would not be shocked if he did go on to win a race or 2 next year. However, I don't think Petty GMS, now rebranded to be the Legacy Motor Club, is ready to take that step yet to be a
I thought with Jimmy Johnson hopping on board to help Petty, which is now Legacy Motor Club, I thought Jones would take a step up after how well he did run last year. He was very consistent in that 43 car last year. He won the Southern 500 last year. He showed speed throughout the entire playoffs. So I thought he was going to be faster. And, he got better and more consistent as the season got off, but he had such a bad start to the season that he couldn't have even pointed his way in if he wanted to.
Consistent enough team to give Jones a consistent enough car to go win races and be competitive enough to be in the playoffs. I feel like they're a year or 2 away still with what they have right now.
A year or 2
but
away.
Their biggest thing is to keep Jones and keep their team around. Now, the next drivers up are the 3 drivers that are moving on from the Xfinity Series. Those drivers being AJ Allmendinger, Noah Gragson, and Ty Gibbs. AJ Allmendinger, he is a veteran of the Cup Series, but moved on to the Xfinity Series a few years back, drove for Colleague Racing, and that's where he's moving up to.
He ended up being very bad this year in Colleague, which was shocking. Not like terrible. He was definitely still fighting for playoff points and points in general and wins late in the season to potentially make the playoffs, and just never showed that speed that they needed, especially on those road courses where I thought he was going to try to compete for a win. But he was still in it. He wasn't terrible. And then Ty Gibbs, he was right outside there. So and he was right there. And then Gragson, we all know I happen to know Gragson, so we're just going to skip on by that. So I'm really interested to see who my 4 guys are. Who did I put in? Who did I say is going to make the playoffs? Because if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure I didn't put Kez, Buscher. I don't know all who I didn't put in here. I know I didn't put McDowell in. Let's see who I put in.
Austin Cindric, Kevin.
Oh God. I put Cindric in. Oh no. I put Harvick in. That was a good call. Let's see who else.
Harvick, Chase Briscoe.
Oh no.
And Bubba Wallace.
Okay, I got Bubba. Oh, but I put Cindric Briscoe in. Oh my gosh. So that means my drivers, now that we got into the video, that I missed at least. Elliott, Bowman, Briscoe, Cindric. Those are the 4 guys. So I went 12 for 16 this year. I missed Stenhouse, McDowell, Buscher, Keselowski. So I missed all of RFK. And to be fair, after last season of RFK, I don't even know what you want me to say. Like, I didn't expect this much of a leap in performance. They have went from one of the worst teams in the Ford camp to arguably the best team in the Ford camp on a consistent level. And I really like what I'm seeing from RFK. And then Stenhouse won the 500, which exactly like Cindric. Like, if you take away Stenhouse's 500, I don't know if he would have made it down on points. I don't know off the top of my head. I actually have to pull that up. Let me check real quick, because I don't know if he'd point his way in. I don't know where he finished in the points for the season. Let's see. Okay, he would have pointed his way in still. Okay, so he had a good Wait, I think that's based off of. Yeah, that's based off of that. That's based off of those points. I would like to see. I can't pull it up right now, but yeah. So I don't know if he made it on points officially yet. So that's the thing. And then McDowell won the Glen, which, not the Glen. He won the Indy Road Course, but take away the Indy Road Course, and maybe Ty Gibbs would have gave him a better shot. He got wrecked out of Daytona, sure, but still, I'm just saying. So, disappointing that I missed 4. I'm really beating myself with RFK ones, because I should have at least assumed that Keselowski would have gotten back to the playoffs after a down year. But man, so I went 12 for 16 of my predictions. This is just me explaining everything else. And then, yeah, these were my prediction drivers: Logano, Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Chris Rebel, Ross Chastain, Alex Bowman, William Byron, Tyler Reddick, Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr., Austin Cindric, Kevin Harvick, Chase Briscoe, and Bubba Wallace. So I was wrong on Elliott, Bowman, Cindric, Briscoe. So I got 4 wrong. I went 12 for 16 this year. Hopefully I can go 16 for 16 next year. But 12 for 16 this year, I'll take that. That's not bad for my first year of actually predicting the playoffs. Now, tomorrow, I'll be releasing my entire playoff prediction, going through each race, what I think is going to happen through each race of the playoffs, who am I going to eliminate after each round, and who my Final Four and my champion will be. So, guys, that is all for me today. If you guys enjoyed watching me react to my somewhat okay, somewhat bad predictions, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to like, comment your thoughts and everything. Comment who you think is going to be in the playoffs, and be ready for tomorrow's video where I'm going to reveal my entire playoff prediction and everything within that. But until next time, guys, I'm Cable Sports Guy, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.